Hey, it is Black Women Love Football. It is Wind Down Wednesday. We have finally made it over the hump. We have with us tonight, we got Star checking in for the Star. What's happening with them boys? She gonna let us know what this going on. We got Mal checking in. Hey Mal, what's happening with you?
Hey, how you doing? Hanging in there, man. Just
You hanging in there?
the next day.
Man, Mal, I seen you was double dutching and everything yesterday.
Mhm.
Like you was outside, you jumping and carrying on.
Yeah, I do that. I ain't getting on those skates.
Oh.
Yep, Double Dutch
We
Club,
can.
40 plus club. Yep.
Y'all was double dutching. I seen y'all was boots on the ground and y'all
Mhm.
was doing all that. Hey Donna, hey Tina. I seen y'all was doing all that yesterday. Y'all was cute.
Yep, trying to stay fit.
Hey Jamie. We
Hey,
got
girl.
Jamie. Jamie
Hey.
racking them dirty birds.
Oh, the dirty birds.
Yeah, she reps them
He
dirty
is
birds.
dirty
Yeah,
bird.
yeah.
Yeah. Jamie gonna here. She gonna tell us a little bit about connecting the dots later. Jamie is the founder of Connecting the Dots. Connecting the Dots is our give back for this quarter. And so we want everybody to support that. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So we're going to talk about what's going on in the football world. I absolutely don't know because I have been totally disconnected. However, I did see this. I put a post up yesterday. Hey Nick Nack, what's happening? I put a post up yesterday from Cam Ward. I don't know if any of you ladies seen it. Cam put a post up like, yeah, about where he sits with the trade basically, and y'all pick him or you don't pick him, but if you don't pick him, just know that you're gonna have to see him,
Oh, yeah.
on the field. And I was just like,
Mhm.
a little cocky, are we? Do you not think so? Like, you know, yeah. I was so. This is what my issue with that is, and it was a lot of comments, and a lot of people had, hey Denise, um, a lot of people had a lot to say about it, and I can appreciate a lot of people's comments. Seeing that he's looked at very heavily for coming to my team.
No.
Yeah, he has been looked at very heavily for the Browns first. And so with us being number two, it's very possible that we could get him, seeing that we need a quarterback. Um, I've also heard a lot about him, in his own locker room. I would honestly say I would pass on it. Um, Is he a great guy on the field? Possibly, he's a good quarterback. I think he has a lot of confidence. However, that lack of humility is a bit much coming into the league, in my opinion. Hey, Crazy T. I just think that that's a bit that's a bit much coming in, and you ain't even been picked yet. But I
Right.
also think that NIL has had a lot to do with attitude, arrogance, that these guys have. It's okay to be confident, but to just be arrogant already and you ain't made it to the league yet, you ain't guaranteed to go one, two, or three.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your thoughts?
This is true. I too think the NIL is creating some monsters.
I, I agree. I agree. But I
I
also
love the
think that you can
confidence
get
though.
to,
Hey, keep it.
huh?
I mean, but like you said, the arrogance, the confidence.
Do you think it was more arrogant, or just he was being confident and was being a little overconfident?
So
Because he hasn't really displayed that in college.
you don't think so?
I mean,
So just from various reports and from reading of how much his attitude and different how he is in a locker room, I think a lot of it is a whole lot of arrogance. Now, I don't know him to be as a person, and they have not he has not been able to be open up and displayed to us like maybe Shador has or some of the other ones have.
Right.
So we have not gotten to know him as that.
That's true.
But from that, I do believe that he is very arrogant, and that they say in the locker room he is not the easiest person to get along with, and that he hasn't been always a team player in the locker room.
Okay.
Just from what I've read. So
But you know how normally throughout the season when they have stuff going on, you kind of hear a lot about. But I just hadn't really heard a lot of, like you said, negative. I did, a little bit about the locker room, but that's why I said maybe he was just, I don't know. I don't know why he would make that type of statement. Maybe he is arrogant, Is that a bad thing when you're playing ball? Is that because, sometimes that's that passion. Sometimes your passion will cause you, but if you got that's the type of player you do want, though, for real. Like, you want somebody that is there to win and passionate, but I guess sometimes it can get, I guess this is kind of a sticky.
There's quite a few of them that's kind of arrogant in the NFL. You know that. I mean, they're in the NFL. And even prior to that, some of them were still kind of like heads were this big. And they showed on the field, but like you said, this guy ain't there yet. But there's a lot of them that are arrogant, I feel.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Mel. And they have made it to the league, but he has not even made it to the league. Hey, Tifa. Hey, Crazy T. We talking about Cam Ward. So Nikki said, what was the issue when he chose not to finish a game and it was said that he quit on the team? Donna said he was criticized online for sitting out the second half of the game that they played Iowa and lost by 1 point. I think this was his comeback to those different people. So, there are things out there and instances about him and where he has, I don't have to play, or I'm this, I'm that, and there's no consequences. I don't know. I know that he has an arrogance and an attitude about him, and that he just does not display that humility factor enough for me.
Right.
And
like he's not showing that he can have be humble a little bit, like the guy that's playing for Washington. That
humble. Like he got a reason to come on. Hey, Amore. That he got a reason to pop his collar, and he could have came in and still be arrogant, and he isn't. Cam ain't made it to the league yet. And guess what? There's 32 teams in the league, right? So whatever team you land on, 31 of them gonna get to see you, and you got to see 31 of them.
Yeah,
that's a given.
Just put it on the field.
Put it on the field.
Gets there.
Let your work speak for itself. Hey, Julia, let your work speak for itself.
Yeah.
And they're gonna look at that when it's time to draft. So they gonna look at all that. Really, the teams do look at all that. Like what was your issues off field and all that. So
some of them don't care. They pick them anyway. Some of them, they know they're bad apples, bad seeds. They still pick them.
And they feel like they can just work with them, I guess.
I guess some of them they still pick them.
Yeah. I'm be interested to see, but some of them gonna get to these teams and they going to get humbled once they get to these teams. And I think if he land at the right team, he gonna get humbled in at that team. Because some of these teams already got enough going on in their locker room. Like, we got enough problems in our locker room. We don't need no more. So they don't need that. But some of them teams, they have a cool cohesiveness. They not gonna accept that negativity either when they come to that locker room either. So they gonna nip a lot of that in the bud right away.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
he'll soon find out.
I remember
Absolutely.
we had a little crazy Antonio Brown. I said, Belichick think he can change that dude. That dude is crazy.
Yeah. He would be one that would be needed to been handcuffed to a bed somewhere. When I go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom. Like, when I move, you move, just like that. It would be one of those situations. Because, like, you got a problem in real life.
Mhm.
You talented, but you're like, yeah, you get out of here.
Tifa said the vets will put him right in his place, and she right now. Some of those vets will put you in your place.
Exactly. Hey, Coach Terry. Yeah, they out of here. Yeah, he was out of his mind. It was quite a few of them, but they be talented though.
Yes.
You
Tony
talented.
Brown was very talented. Yeah. Randy Gregory was the same way. He was very talented, but he was just cuckoo, like literally crazy.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was
Talented, but crazy.
Is real.
Then I
It's
bet you
real.
would.
It's everywhere. Yeah. Amar,
Shout out to the Eagles. We know y'all won the Super Bowl. Y'all, this is y'all last week to pop y'all collar. This is the last week for y'all to pop y'all collar. And listen, let me say this. I absolutely love it for y'all. I love it for the Eagles.
Yes.
I am happy for y'all. And I meant to say this last week. Casey, sit down, okay? It is not your season. It's not your day. It is over. Let them Eagles ladies have it. We as women, we as people need to learn to clap for other people in their season.
That's right.
You know, learn to be able to clap for people when it's their season, because when it's not, if you can't clap for people in their season, it will never be your season. So you got to be able to clap for people when it's their season. So we are clapping for the Eagles. We happy for you ladies. This is your last week though to pop y'all. Okay. We done seen all the parade videos from every angle that we can possibly see it from. We have seen every interview that we could possibly see of everybody's show. We have seen it all. We have enjoyed y'all pictures every which way we can. We love it for y'all. Okay. However,
so they don't get until the draft.
I know, at least to the draft. Come on,
they don't get till the draft.
We go. Hey, can you find one more video that you ain't seen
all year long? That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Can you find one more video and one more interview that you ain't seen? I done seen Saquon lift the ball boy up out the crowd 927 times.
How many different ways?
Take the Saquon Jello shot 732 times. Okay. I done seen his mama do the halftime shuffle back to work 327 times. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna let him have it. I'm gonna let him have it because
I was at the parade and I ain't even left my house. Okay.
Listen, they can have it because if we ever get one, y'all ain't gonna be able to stand me.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You ain't gonna be able to stand me.
Yeah, you're supposed to be. You're gonna be as annoying as you could possibly be. That's just how it's
That's
gonna
it.
be. That's just
That's
how.
it.
I mean, I get it.
Mhm.
I
I
get it.
know. I
I'll tell you,
know.
that
If
feeling
we-
is great though.
I'm telling you, y'all, everybody just start turning stuff off if we want something.
It's a great feeling.
Hey, look, if
I
the
ain't
boys
taking away
can
from
go
them.
back
Y'all do
one
it. Y'all
time, if
call
they
it
get it at this
but you gotta
time,
pop.
hey,
If
they gonna shut the internet down. Period. If them
Shut it
boys go
down.
back.
If they
Shut
go
it
back in
down.
the 2000s, at any time in the 2000s, it don't matter if it's 2059. I'm telling you, this gonna shut the whole
If
internet.
they get a bracelet, baby,
I'm
they
telling
gonna shut it down. I'm trying
Who's
to tell
that?
you.
you, be careful.
The Cowboys? Yeah.
Yeah, honey, it's gonna be over.
It'll be over. So yeah, they need to just like I said, let them do their thing. Cause
I'm listen. I'm happy for them. I'm
Yep.
really am. Hey, cause baby, they doing it. So Jamie,
Yes, ma'am.
we have chosen Connecting the Dots as our fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
So we want you to tell us a little bit about Connecting the Dots as we're asking the ladies to support our fundraiser. Hey, let me throw this over to Mel. Mel, the give back person. Hey, Mel, handle this. I'm just here for the giggles.
Okay, so
I'm here for to be
amongst
a
our
body.
travel doing our, we did a lot of give back this past holiday, and Jamie was front and center for our give back. What was it for the Thanksgiving? It was around Thanksgiving. Yes.
Christmas. Oh yeah,
It
Christmas.
was Christmas or Thanksgiving.
hmm
Christmas.
One of them in between the two.
Oh, okay. Anywho, so immediately Jamie signed up and found Black Women Love Football. Not only did she find Black Women Love Football, immediately signed up for registered for nationals, and saw her already on deck when we was there making those sandwiches, and I was there getting there late because of other stuff. But anyway, Jamie was already in motion, in formation. I was like, who is this? Oh, Jamie. She was red and black down. I was like, oh, dirty bird. Okay. So just talking to her and just seeing how she just, I just love your spirit. I love the sisterhood that this group brings. And immediately I took to Jamie, like, just automatically when I first met you. And then, a little bit, we went out a little bit, and I think there was a conversation that was had about your son and how you give an award to an awarded student every year, this college that he attended. So I just want from there, we said we wanted to do something. So not only that, I want you, Jamie, first to tell your story, and then just we'll go into how we started saying we need to jump in and do something to match what you're doing.
Okay. So first of all, thank you guys so much. Just for allowing me to talk about my baby. So you said that I found Black Women Love Football, but really Black Women Love Football found me. God put me front center right there, and I had no idea what I was getting into. I had said, right before I stumbled across, I said, I'm about to find me some new friends. And look at there, you be careful what you ask for, because he'll just give you that. So I found it, and I went on, and you guys were talking about nationals, and I was like, what's this? I'm gonna sign up, So I went ahead and registered, and then I signed up to send some donate some items for the give bag, and then there was no space, I think, for to actually volunteer to get everything together. But I emailed somebody, I don't know, and then I got a space, so I was there. And I was really nervous about coming, but when I walked in that night, I knew I was in the right place. met Susan and we started talking immediately. We bonded. So my son Christian was 25. He was in a car accident March 26, 22. And Christian was an amazing young man. And I know everybody's, feels that way about their child. But really, when this boy was born, we knew he was something special. Just gifted in all arenas. He was a PK. And so service was what he did all of his life. I mean, youth pastor, lead percussionist, worship leader, all that, he did. So Christian attended GGC college, and him and some of his friends would do a talent show type fashion show every year. And this was even after Christian was no longer at GGC, after he'd gone on into the workforce and everything. He always went back every year and he poured into this from January to April, 4 nights a week he was there. So I decided when Christian passed, I wanted to do something to keep his legacy alive. Um, and so I did the connecting the dots, and the name came from so both of my boys' initials are KDH. So Christian sang and had about 4 albums, and his stage name was KDH OTT. So we use those initials for connecting the dots. And we just want to connect the dot in young people's lives because that's what Christian stood for. He was always willing to push young people into their direction, into their next, where they needed to go. So the mission for Connecting the Dots is to just provide a safe and fun environment for young people to just explore their creativity and potential. So every year since Christian passed, I have given a scholarship to a student at GGC that participates in this show. So Christian died right before the 11th show. So this year it'll be the 14th production of it. And each year it's been bigger and better. And it's just an amazing event to be there with the youth and, just to see that they're trying to really do something for themselves and sometimes just need a little extra help. So that's what I do. I give a scholarship to, they write a little essay and I have a board, a panel of people to, choose from that. And on the night of the show, we give, they always set aside a part of the show that they honor Christian. And then I'm able to give a scholarship on that night.
That's awesome. Awesome. And what is the date of the show? Because I'm going to be in attendance.
It is April 26th, I think it is this year. It's the last Friday in April. I think that date is the 26th, and that happens at 6 o'clock.
The 25th.
25th. And it's at 6 o'clock on the campus, and it's free to the public.
Okay. I will be there.
All right.
And it's where is it at, Jamie?
Georgia Gwinnett College.
Okay.
In Lawrenceville.
And Coach Terry is asking how else can we support? So I don't know if you've seen Coach Terry, but we have a current fundraiser to help match her contribution to what she gives. It's linked right up under your link under the features section. And anything else that she needs, I'm not sure she could answer.
I know that
that's what we have for her.
Yeah, and Jamie also mentioned I'm sorry, Stacey.
Go ahead.
That she gives to the school as well, supplies and
so I try to do backpacks every year. Yeah. Fill a backpack.
So maybe later on after spring, we can probably start gearing up for that when the kids get back to school.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll jump on that. That'll be our next project with you, Jamie, after this one. So, yeah, it's just when I heard the story and seeing, I love to give back. That was one of my things. I said, okay, this is easy. Let's just get out there, put boots to the ground, and pop them fans and get that money for them popcorn and everything else you can get going. So I just said, let me put something together, and I talked with Jamie and try to, structure something to, gear towards what she's presenting for her the school. And so, I just said, put it out there to see if we can get as much money raised as possible to try to match what she's, bringing to the table, and again, honoring her son. The link is out there. I have it running at least 2 times a day. It has popcorn, it has candy, it has, different other things too. It even has
Cookies.
cookies,
It has nuts,
it has flowers,
cranberry mix.
It has everything out there. So just, a little bit, can help. It's a lot of us in this group, a little bit. If you want to donate, we also have a donate feature on the Black Women Love Football website. If you want to donate towards this instead of, the items or the goods, you can do that as well. Anything else, Stacey, you think?
Any questions for Jamie or anything else you want to say, Jamie, about the program? Anything else you all do with the nonprofit?
Well, right now, those are the only 2 things I've done. And I do, want this to grow and to be bigger. And I think that's how we started talking. I'm working on my doctorates now because I do want to do something really big with it. I want to go further. But for right now, those are the only 2 things that I've done.
Jamie, I may have missed it, but what when you say the show, what actually are they doing? Like
It's like a talent type fashion show.
Talent fashion show.
And then there'll be young people there that like have their own clothing lines. There's some have own clothing lines. There's some that, have made their own music. So, they come with a lot of talents and they just need, a little push, a little help.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yes, it is. I love giving back.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes. So yes, everybody, if you can pitch in, like I said, the link is out there. I have it running twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. The link is out there. Popcorn, candy, other items on there, cookies, cookie dough, cookies, all kinds of stuff is out there. Cheese, pretzels,
cheese spread, all types of stuff.
Oh, it's some good stuff on there. So yeah, I think my order is coming in tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna put another order.
Mine last night. And then I realized, like,
you forgot some of the other stuff and people started mentioning it.
And the thing I like about this one, it runs so much longer. And so this is the first time I've done, it's the second time I've gotten from this one. Nashay sent it to me when I was there for Martin Luther King weekend. And I was like, okay, let me try it. And when it came, like, it ships quick and you get it quick.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother was like, where you get this? Because we eat popcorn every night.
Oh, yeah.
Where you get this one from? This the best one you ever got. And
I like the variety as well.
Yeah.
Popcorn variety and the cookies.
Right. So my son was like, well, them little packs, get them for me so I can take to work for my snack. So, like, we got all this order. I'm like, okay. And then I just thought, I got to put another order in because I forgot something. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Little cranberry mix for a snack. Like, Nick, that's a good little snack, healthy snack.
Oh, look, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's under the snack stuff. You just scroll down. They got nuts and a nut mixture. And then cranberry nut mixture. Yes.
Okay, I'll have to go back and look. I got popcorn, cookies, and candy and gummy bears.
Right. Right. Hey, Toy. Good evening. So yeah. So we always say it's more than football. And it is. Like
It
football brought
is.
us together and football is amazing and we have a ball with it. But we also want to celebrate, successes. We want to celebrate each other, but we also want to make sure that we taking time to give back because we do know our blessings come from being a blessing to other people,
Others.
but
Yes.
we
Yes.
also want to make sure if we can start within with our own and help within first before we go looking for a program outside, it always makes it better.
Mhm.
And I am very, very happy that we are able to help Jamie with this. Jamie came right in and she jumped right in. We had a ball the first night. We laughed and we hung
Yeah.
out and had fun.
Yeah. Boots on the
And then we
ground.
looked right back up. And then Martin Luther King Day weekend, she was right back at it again with us. So um, it's always a blessing to be able to help our own that's right there, that's standing right next to us, helping. So, ladies, whatever you can do to be able to support another student be successful in society and their dreams of entrepreneurship or whatever they choose to do, let's help them out in their endeavors. So definitely, Jamie, thanks for coming on and
And
sharing
thank
your
you.
story and sharing your baby with us. And we are definitely going to do what we can to help connecting the dots.
Thank
Um,
you so much. I appreciate you guys so much because I know people don't have to do anything, you know. So I'm very appreciative. Thank you guys so much. It means a
you're
lot.
welcome.
It means a lot.
You're welcome. Um, so Star, what are we looking forward to in this draft? What do you want to see from the Cowboys?
Um, Running back, wide receiver, definitely running back, wide receiver, and according to who we lose on our offensive line, um, maybe a lineman, but definitely running back first. Running back or wide receiver, whichever one is falls in our lap at 12. I'll be
Where y'all pick at? What's y'all number to pick?
12.
So, did y'all see that the salary cap got raised today, like by 22
Mhm.
million?
Yeah,
Hmm.
That mean that your quarterback gonna get a raise too.
my quarterback.
All of them. From the list I read, there is room for them to get a kind of quarter if they do for one, like in they contracts or whatever, that they might get a raise. And the
My
only
mine
reason
is
why I know that is because Cleveland media hates is all white. And so the fact that a black man got a good contract from day one, they hated it
yes.
before he even got to the city. So now that he ain't hardly played no games, that's the first thing they say. So when they was running down the list, it was, yeah, he'll get a $9 million raise, da da da, over Patrick Mahomes, who had da 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 da. Not Jalen, who won the Super Bowl. It was Patrick, and then they mentioned Dak. So that's how it was all day. How it's been broken down on the news, of the salary, different increases,
Mhm.
and breaking down of that for room if they choose to do so.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how that would work with, yeah, because they're already in a contract, but I guess they're not going to turn down any money, but that should just free up money for somebody else,
Yeah.
especially.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But now that, um, you know, the buzzword is Miles right about now, everybody that, can contend to get him is trying to figure out how to give us a good, trade position or whatever Cleveland wants to try to give up him since he has officially requested a trade.
But are they going to release him? Because I thought that your owner was like, they don't want to release him.
They don't want to, but if they get a good deal where they'll get a good draft pick for him and all of that, they will. But no, they don't want to. They'll probably make him ride that contract out.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that looks. What y'all looking like over there with them? No, we don't want that. Y'all can keep him, Denise. We do not.
Look at Jamie. Jamie ain't say that. Y'all can.
You know, we trying to give him to y'all.
No, we don't want him.
And
We
then
don't
he gonna
want him.
be he done caused enough problems for us.
And whoever get him, don't they have to eat up that
That car, yeah.
salary, that big salary cap y'all gave him? Because didn't y'all give him a good
180.
180.
100 million, yeah.
And yeah. That's his first year. Yeah.
We don't want. Do y'all know
and
how
then
much
finish out the year? The dude
on
stepped
our
up. He
own
looks pretty
quarterback?
good. The dude,
What'd you say?
The dude that stepped up, he looks pretty good.
Penix, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll be all. Penix will be okay if after a little get in that rotation a little bit, he'll be all right.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we need
We
some
92
defense over
million
there.
in the hole right now, for real already.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We need everything.
But y'all won't have to we'll still be having to give him most of that money, so it would be a perfect move for y'all.
Hey, Jamie.
Because you don't
No,
have a
thank
lot.
you. No, thank
No,
you.
he just told us that he was hurt. He done messed us up. We're gonna lose a draft pick and all that over this man. So he need to go on over there.
Yeah, because y'all did a 4-year deal with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all gonna have to eat that one. Y'all gonna have
But
to.
you know what? In a way, I just wish, because how he's acting now, he little church boy, all that before, but how he's acting now, it don't matter to me if they just let him sit his tail on that bench, because he really wants to play. Just sit on the bench behind that boy as a backup would be fine with me. That's what he needs.
Yeah, give him the tablet and let him, draw circles and lines. Let
Because
him do
now
that.
he want to be saying this and that and the other. Like, go sit down.
Give him the etch a sketch.
Yeah, let him go on over there and draw circles and lines and show him and act like he over there doing something with a thing, and then go over there and swag surf with the Dirty Bird Nest.
Let me
Let
tell
him
you
do
something.
all
I don't
that.
think we ain't swag surf since he sat down.
Yeah, he like to swag and surf. So let him go on over there and swag and surf. That's all. I'm just make. He want to be the hype. He can go over there with what y'all call him, Freddie the Falcon. He can run around. Y'all gotta get your money's worth out of him. He want to
I
be.
think he really, but they really saying that it would be the best deal for y'all. Just like Russell, y'all can't afford to give a lot of money up front, and he can come right in. We still gonna be responsible for most of that money.
Yeah.
Well, y'all can be responsible and let him run around the field and throw T-shirts in the stands if y'all want to. I don't know. Okay. But this,
Ooh, not even for a backup, Stacey.
No, we got 3 backups that I ain't that ain't worth. Girl, no.
Well, who would you like to see come? Who would you like to see over there?
I don't even know at this point. Because Cleveland is known for going and getting who they think is a big name that don't be worth nothing or that is washed up by the time they get there.
Wow.
I would be perfectly fine if they go and get a really nobody somebody and let them build a team around him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's what they need to do, and quit trying to go get these big names, because everybody ain't meant to play in the same system.
That's right. You're right.
So once again, who would you like to see? That's not a big name.
I have to think about that. I really have to think about that. I honestly couldn't say right now. I honestly couldn't say.
I think they're predicting you guys to get an edge. I think that's what I seen some defensive player the Browns was looking at. I think that's something I was looking
I
at.
did read that
But it
on.
wasn't.
Yeah, I did read that. So I did hear though that as bad as we need a quarterback, that they wasn't pressed to get one, but it wasn't like, I think they will though, because they need a backup. They absolutely need a backup because Jameis only had a 1-year contract.
Right. Yeah.
So they have to get another backup, and Deshaun won't play this season. And if he does, it won't be till late in the season.
Do you think it's over for him?
So I do. I think that they're waiting to tell him that. I think they're trying to find a way to get out of this contract so they don't have to pay him that $92 million. And I think they're gonna use this
The boot
him having to have
situation?
that boot
Yeah.
situation for them to get him out.
What was the boot situation again?
So he had to have another surgery. When he came back here for his checkup, he kept saying that he felt something. It was a little twist. He on TikTok dancing outside the car, and he didn't have his boot on.
Mm.
So when they went in, he had ruptured his Achilles again.
Again.
So, and it was when he came for a checkup, and he's like, I feel something. It doesn't feel like he couldn't pass the test or whatever. And they did the x-ray, and that's when they found out. But they go right on his thing. He outside his car dancing with the girl, and he don't have his boot on.
He didn't know.
He got on tennis shoes dancing with the girl on
And
Christmas Eve.
He did it and didn't realize he was being recorded. Or did he know?
He posted it on his TikTok.
Oh,
On
God.
his TikTok
I'm thinking
page.
somebody else said it. Like, how crazy
No,
can you be?
it's on his TikTok page.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
Hopefully he's not that dumb.
So I think they're gonna use that as the loophole to get out of that. So if they use that, that's gonna free up money because they don't have to pay him that guaranteed $92 million.
Yeah, it was a big contract.
That is a big contract. So I hope he has his T's crossed and I's dotted. That's all.
Got it. I hope it's, you know what I'm saying, just for his sake. Like, I really feel like, and this, even go back to Cam Ward. Like, these kids need PR teams immediately.
Yes.
Everybody don't come from a firm foundation at home with somebody guiding them right. So they need a PR team immediately. They need somebody telling them that. They need financial people. They need all of that, especially when they get these big NIL and endorsements and all that. They need somebody immediately working with them.
I know Herm Edwards, he offers that to a lot of the rookies. He does that. I know he's one of them, but I'm not sure anybody else, but Herm does that. Because he was like, these guys need, mentorship with these contracts and money and, just how these rookies.
They absolutely do. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Someone out there wilding. What about the dude, the rookie
Super.
that was in that car accident? He killed that girl and the dog.
Remember that? Now they
And for
just
real, they care more about the dog than the girl. But hey,
oh Stacy. But yeah,
you
he
know they
just
do.
They do.
You know they
They
do.
do. You know they do for real.
You know, you know they do. You know I ain't telling no lie.
yeah, he came out with that big contract and it just messed it all, just everything gone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Hernandez, I can just go, just that crazy dude.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Mm-hmm. Got these big contracts, and they don't think that you posting this on TikTok can take all that away.
Yeah.
They're
So-
not used to that. They're not used to a lot. And
Right.
then you got all this, like, oh my.
Yeah.
And everything don't belong on social
No.
media. You don't have to post everything on social media. Just keep a little bit to yourself.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to post everything on social media.
I didn't even know about that, but yeah, hope that he
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah, he put it on his own, and half of the people don't even want him here. They hate him, so they troll his page. They do everything like, and for crying out loud, like you're under a microscope.
Oh yeah.
And what's even more crazier to me is like they nailed him to the cross about that. These ladies is coming up out the woodwork about that Tucker. And ain't nobody hardly said nothing about it. Like it's real, like here comes 7 more. And they just letting it go kind of by this. You ain't seeing all the media frenzy about him. And his allegations is way worse than what Deshaun's was. But y'all ain't nailing him to the cross. They ain't got too much to say about that. And he got way more than Deshaun's was.
And there's some others that in the past they don't make a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
This dude, just looking at the quarterback back in the day, was named Roethlisberger. Remember that?
Mhm.
What he did, and then
And
they
he
still
was
ain't talking about
actually
Brett
charged.
Favre, what he did.
Right.
They definitely
Right.
talk about Brett Favre. That
There's a lot of
situation.
Right.
them. But we
And
are not.
he was stealing from
Destiny.
the government, from the people.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Scam. But then at one point they said his mind wasn't there. Oh, his mind there now.
Oh,
I
of
don't
course,
get
they
it.
Right.
find an excuse for him.
How
Mhm.
convenient.
Mhm.
Yeah. We can't do what they do.
No.
That's it.
Period.
That's exactly it.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
have to, and that's the problem. We have to remember that, and our children need to understand that we are held to a higher standard.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
We are definitely held to a higher standard.
Yep.
And although I'm definitely not an Eagles fan, nowhere at all, but Jalen has really did good, just staying so humble, so cool. You just don't hear nothing about him out there. They won the Super Bowl, but sometimes they could just get a little big headed. But he's really, really kept his composure, kept himself together, and
Mhm.
I like to see that with our brothers. I really do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Right.
So.
And he ain't nowhere looking for no cameras, no nothing. I have
No.
watched different videos of him, just regular plain clothes, kind of like sneaking into the children's hospital to kind of go and see them and all of that, not looking to be seen by itself, not with an entourage.
Yep.
Um just kind of doing that, and I can appreciate that, and I like that, for that. Just always kind of, being like that.
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, it should be some more of them that kind of follow those footsteps, but they just, I don't know. I mean, I think the best.
I think a lot of them do. It's not publicized. I think a lot of them do a lot for communities and different things.
Yeah.
The city they play in, but it's not publicized as it should be. They
Right.
publicize other stuff, the bad stuff.
Yeah.
The mess.
Exactly.
Yeah. So a lot of
it's not media if it ain't mess.
Yeah, a lot of the videos in the media I've been seeing. I think one of my favorite ones, you was just talking about all the videos when he was dancing to the maze, like old school. No, he's younger, but
Right.
Saw that.
And that was one of my favorite videos.
I saw another video. We can talk about the Eagles videos all night. But
Right.
But the one I liked was when he gave Frankie Beverly made he had flowers or something. He was giving his flowers.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Like, for him to be so young and just to have like Frankie Beverly that in his system, that's why I was like,
Yeah.
Really, I like it.
He got an old soul.
He got an old soul.
So which Stacey, which Eagles video did you like?
I think my favorite one is them of him or of them all
Eagles
together.
here. It could have been him, it could have been an Eagles.
I think one of the ones that resonates the most to me is I think it's one of the defensive players sitting on the ground crying with his son, not saying a word, just taking it all in, just kind of just like thanking, like looking up in the sky, just being thankful. I think that's one of the ones that resonates the most with me.
It's pretty cool.
Jamie, you?
Pretty cool.
Let's see. I don't know. There's so many.
There's a lot of them.
There are so many. But I do like Mama sliding back to work.
Yeah.
I do. Look, because that would be me.
Right.
That would be me.
That is a good one.
Is that the one she's walking off of They're Not Like Us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
And
but I think his family
with our book bag.
Yeah, I think his family, his mom, his dad has a lot to do with, how he moves.
Yeah,
definitely his dad.
Yeah,
you can see it.
Yeah, I watched the interview with him, and was he on a Today Show? One of them, and he said his father had been like his football coach for the longest, and they shared a lot of moments. And so they was asking about the last Super Bowl with him, them, and why how that was, and and he said that same thing, that his father has had a lot to do with him and framing him, and he is the person he is today because of his dad.
Yeah. Wow. Yes.
Tina says she likes the one with Jalen sitting on the floor smoking a cigar with the trophy.
That would have been my second one, Tina. My second choice.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, I've seen it so many times. Yeah, that has to be one. They post that one every day.
So before we wrap up, a couple things. Keep Susan in mind. She's not feeling the best, so that's why you are missing her tonight. Everybody has this viral thing and all of this that is going around that is tacking all over everybody's household. So just be careful, y'all, being out and about around people. Keep that in mind. And I will be MIA for about a month or so. I am going in on Friday to have my shoulder fixed for the second and hopefully last time, prayerfully. We are going to put that in the atmosphere. I need my rotator, labrum, and AC joint fixed. So I will be down for about a month and a half. So if you don't see me popping on, doing lives and posting, that's where I am. So as of tomorrow, I will do my last live sometime tomorrow, and then I will be signing off. So B will be sitting in and holding it down for me. And Mal gonna keep you all up as well as some of the other ladies. So don't take it too hard on them, okay? Make sure that you are voting for Coach Terry. Ladies, we gotta get her to the
Yes.
top.
I think I want to do a public service announcement tomorrow on the page because it's too many women on here.
That's right.
We need to get her at least second or third place. I mean, she stayed at fourth. Now
Right.
she bounced a little bit. At least I'm seeing some movement. Then I can, but it's how many in here now? 39.
It's
And we
almost
almost at
40.
40.
Almost
Yeah.
40,000. Yeah.
If
Yes.
everyone voted that, even today, imagine
Today is
everyone
2
voted
free.
today.
2.
Yeah,
Two.
today one vote counts
Yes.
as two.
Yeah.
Right.
If everyone voted today, double at 40,000 women,
Right.
There's
we
no
need to
reason
do
why
this.
she should not
Exactly.
be at one.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Do this, for the ladies, us, women.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes,
pull
we
together and get
need to support her. This is clapping for somebody else
Yes.
at this point and supporting somebody else. So, ladies, please, her work is important, especially for women in sports. She is trying to pave the way, for us as Black women. So we need to push her to up to the top. Have your friends and family vote for her. So yes, vote for her. Have your family and other people hop on the fundraiser and
for Christian.
yes, for connecting the dots. Thank you. I got a blank real quick. So that we can support Jamie and connecting the dots. Thank you all for all your well wishes. And that's all. We are signing off. And you all have a wonderful and remaining good week.
Hold on, real quick. So, guys,
Okay, go
there's
ahead.
40,000 women. So we know that the word says when 2 or 3, are gathered, touch and agree. Okay. So Friday morning, ladies, when your feet hit the floor, just whisper a little prayer for Stacy. If we all praying and we all on one accord, we know what'll happen.
Yes, what's
Okay.
going on?
Thank you,
So do that
Jamie.
for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we'll talk
Yes,
to you
Stacy.
later.
Good night.
Good
Night.
night.